Imagine waking up one morning, grabbing your phone, opening your online banking app, and seeing that your savings account, the money you worked years to build, has mysteriously vanished. No alerts, no warnings. Just gone. For millions of people around the world, this nightmare is very real. And in today's digital era, online banking is both incredibly powerful and incredibly vulnerable. In this deep dive, we're going to explore how modern online banking actually works behind the scenes, how cybercriminals exploit its weaknesses, and most importantly, how you can protect yourself before it's too late. This isn't fear-mongering. This is cybersecurity reality, explained by someone who has studied the attacks, researched the methods, and watched how criminals evolve with technology. TC Kingtech, to War's Invisible War inside your bank. Before we talk about threats, we need to understand one thing. Online banking security isn't just about your bank. It's about your phone, your network, your behavior, and even the psychology of trust. Every online banking transaction passes through multiple layers: authentication, device trust, encryption, fraud AI systems, and back-end transaction verification. Hackers don't need to break all of them. They only need to break one. If they find a weak link in your device, your password habits, your SMS messages, your Wi-Fi connection, or your email, they can use that single weakness to move deeper. The first rule of cybersecurity is simple. An attacker always chooses the easiest path. So let us start with the most common method hackers use to break into online banking: social engineering. You may think hacking is all coding and terminal screens. But in reality, the most effective attacks happen inside your mind. A fake phone call that looks like your bank. A phishing email disguised as a payment alert. A text message that seems urgent. Criminals study human behavior. They know you fear losing your money. They know you trust authority. They know you act quickly when you feel pressure, and they weaponize those emotions. Many banking hacks start with a simple message that says, "Your account has been locked. Click here to verify." The moment you click, your device is compromised or your credentials are stolen. You didn't get hacked because technology failed you, got hacked because psychology succeeded. But social engineering is only the beginning. Another major threat is credential theft. Most users reuse passwords across multiple websites. Hackers know this. When a social network gets breached, billions of email password pairs end up circulating on the dark web. Criminals use automated tools to test these leaked credentials on banking portals. This attack method, called credential stuffing, is one of the fastest ways to break into accounts. The terrifying part is that it requires no skill. Anyone with a cheap bot tool and a list of leaked passwords can attempt it. This is why unique passwords and password managers aren't optional there: survival. Let's talk about one of the most misunderstood topics: SMS-based two-factor authentication. Many people believe that receiving a one-time code on their phone makes them safe. But hackers have adapted. They perform SIM swapping attacks, tricking mobile carriers into transferring your number to their SIM card. Once they control your phone number, they intercept all your banking codes, reset your passwords, and bypass your security. Even worse, you won't know anything happened until your network signal disappears. This is why app-based authentication methods like Google Authenticator or hardware security keys are significantly safer. SMS is not security. It is convenience pretending to be security. Next, we move to malware, the silent thief. Hackers create specialized Trojans designed specifically for banking apps. They sit on your device quietly, waiting. Some record your screen. Some capture keystrokes. Others overlay fake login pages on top of legitimate ones. Android users are particularly vulnerable due to the ability to sideload apps or install APKs from unknown sources. One wrong download, one cracked software, one free VPN, and your entire phone becomes a surveillance device for attackers. Banks strengthen their systems every year, but if your phone is infected, the bank can't protect you. The hacker sits between you and the bank, watching every tap. Now let's jump into Wi-Fi risks. When you connect to public Wi-Fi at a cafe, airport, hotel, or mall, you're exposing your banking activity to potential interception. Even though banks use HTTPS encryption, hackers can still perform man-in-the-middle attacks by creating fake Wi-Fi hotspots that look identical to legitimate ones. Once you connect, everything you do passes through their system. They may not break the encryption, but they can manipulate traffic, trigger fake pop-ups, or steal session tokens. The safest approach is simple. Never conduct banking operations on public Wi-Fi. Always use mobile data or a trusted, private network. But the attacks go deeper. Modern cybercriminals use data mining, cross-platform identity matching, and AI-powered reconnaissance to build profiles of their targets. They gather your email, social media posts, job details, city, phone number, habits, and even your online activity times. Using a scent, they figure out when you're asleep, when you're at work, or when you're traveling. Then they strike when you're least likely to notice. This level of personalization makes attacks incredibly effective. Hackers don't need to break your bank's encryption when they can break you. It's time to talk about prevention, real prevention, not the generic advice you see everywhere. First, your phone must be treated as a secure device. Keep it updated. Avoid installing untrusted apps. Never jailbreak or root your device. Always lock it with biometrics and a strong passcode. Treat your phone like the key to your digital life, because that's exactly what it is. Next, secure your bank login. Use a unique password that doesn't exist anywhere else. Turn on app-based two-factor authentication if your bank supports it. Disable SMS recovery options wherever possible. If your bank offers biometric verification inside the app, use it. Biometrics make it significantly harder for attackers to sign in even if they obtain your password. One of the strongest layers of protection is to monitor your banking activity regularly. Don't wait for monthly statements. Check your account daily. Fraudsters often test access by sending very small transactions before they perform a major withdrawal. If you catch the small ones, you prevent the big ones. Set up mobile alerts for every transaction, login attempt, or suspicious activity. If something feels off, freeze your card instantly. Also consider device binding. Many banks allow you to register a specific device as your trusted device. This makes it incredibly difficult for hackers to log in from new devices without your approval. If your bank supports this feature, enable it immediately. Let's talk about network hygiene. Never use public Wi-Fi for banking. Use your mobile data. If you absolutely need Wi-Fi, use a reputable VPN that encrypts all your traffic. And remember, free VPNs are not protection, they are the attackers. A real VPN costs money. Now, let's discuss email security. Most banking hacks start with emails, fake alerts, fake invoices, fake warnings. If an email pressures you, scares you, or demands that you click urgently, it is almost always a scam. Never click links. Instead, open your banking app manually. If the email claims there is a problem, your app will show it. If not, it was a scam. Don't let fear drive your actions. Let logic guide you. One of the most underrated ways to protect your online banking is to secure your entire digital identity. Use privacy settings on social media. Don't reveal your birthday, phone number, or email publicly. Hackers use this information to reset accounts, guess security questions, and impersonate you. The less information you expose, the harder it is for criminals to build an attack profile. Another key point: never store screenshots of your bank information, credit card details, or passwords on your device. If your phone gets infected, those images become direct attack vectors. Also, avoid saving passwords inside Notes apps or messaging apps. Always use a password manager. Let's explore the future of online banking security. Banks are moving toward biometric identity verification, behavioral analysis, and AI-driven fraud detection. These systems analyze how you type, how you swipe, how fast you navigate menus, and even your walking pattern. This creates a unique digital signature that fraudsters cannot easily replicate. But while banks evolve, criminals evolve too. Cybercrime is an arms race, a constant fight between protection and exploitation. So what should you do in a world where the threat never disappears? You stay educated. You stay cautious. You stay proactive. Most banking hacks don't happen because criminals are geniuses. They happen because users trust too quickly, update too slowly, and underestimate the value of their own data. Your financial safety is not protected by technology alone. It's protected by awareness. Let's put everything together. Online banking is powerful, convenient, and essential in the modern world. But it's also targeted by cybercriminals using phishing, social engineering, malware, SIM swapping, Wi-Fi, interception, credential stuffing, ascent profiling, and identity manipulation. Protecting yourself requires a combination of strong passwords, secure devices, biometric authentication, vigilance, and smart digital habits. Cybersecurity isn't something you do once. It's a lifestyle, a mindset, a continuous practice of awareness. As we conclude this deep dive, Herman Beattie's hackers don't look for perfect opportunities, they look for easy ones. Don't be an easy target. Protect your device. Protect your identity. Protect your banking access. And Molly's, stay informé. Because in the world of online banking, knowledge is not just power, it is protection. This is King Tech, and if you want more cyber intelligence videos like this, make sure you subscribe, stay alert, and keep your digital life locked down. The war for your money is happening every day, whether you see it or not. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.